Before I get really deep into this review, I usually don't review Christian movies, but the thing is, I'm stupid, and I didn't even know this was a Christian movie, but I did go see it last night, and I saw it at a late showing, and it was a very normal movie. I was actually by myself, like I was in the theater by myself, there was no one in there, and then like 10 minutes, 5 minutes before the previews start, no joke, 50 to maybe 60 people with suits, dresses, little kids with tucked in shirts walked on in with Bibles and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sitting in like the second row on the top with my Stranger Things on, some sweatpants, and I look like poop. And I'm just really sitting there, and they're just all sitting around me, and they all had Bibles and everything. I'm just like, what did I do? But an experience happened to me last night that I have never seen in my entire life, and I will never forget. At the very end of this movie, minor spoiler, but they do sing the song. Like the song, I can only imagine, does get played in the movie. I mean, that's not really a spoiler because you expect that. But they play at the very end, and I'm not even kidding, the whole crowd stood up, held hands in the air, doing this, crying, singing, all together in this beautiful scene, whatever, and everyone is going in, the speakers got louder, and remind you, I'm sitting here with this on, and like leather, like, not leather, like these sweatpants, and I'm just sitting there, and I don't know what to do. So, but that, I have never, ever seen that. I've never been to a sing-along or nothing. There wasn't a sing-along, but like, they all got together and just sung. Alright, let's review the movie. I can only imagine. This movie stars J. Michael Finley, Madeleine Carroll, and Dennis Quaid. Madeleine Carroll, I'm pretty sure that's her name. She was in Flipped when I read that book in school, like middle school, and we watched the movie. And I was like, oh my god, that's her! But no, this movie is about Bart, who is this kid who just grew up in a really bad house. Dennis Quaid is an abusive father, very abusive. His mom leaves, he's left with his dad, he grows up, he tries to be with his dad, trying to do football and kind of stuff. Then he gets into staging and plays, and he starts to sing, and then he finds out he wants to sing for his career. So he leaves his father, and he's gonna go sing, and then of course he doesn't really get to the point of singing until he needs to reconnect with his father until he makes a song, I can only imagine. So, I've never heard the song before, never heard of it. And I'm just now finding out it was like a platinum hit song in like the 90s, whatever. It was a huge thing, and like a lot of, it was like #1 for like, it was the #1 Christian song to ever be at #1 for like billboards and stuff like that. So I've never actually heard the song until now, and I have to say, for this movie, I really, really enjoyed it. First things first, the guy who plays Bart in this movie, J. Michael whatever, it's like his first movie. He did a really good job. I thought he did a really good job. There was some very emotional scenes with him that I thought he did a really good job. He was very funny in a few scenes. I really liked him. I thought he was just a likable person. I really want to see him in more things if he does expand his career and all that kind of stuff. But I thought he was really good. And if that was his singing voice, damn can he sing. Like, he can really sing. The girlfriend, even though she's from Flipped and all, I mean, she was just a side character. She didn't really get a whole bunch of screen time, but she was fine in the role. She felt like a good girlfriend, whatever. But the one who really did steal the entire show was Dennis Quaid as the abusive father. He was great. And the scenes between Dennis Quaid and the son, Bart, between them two, was the best parts of this movie, 100%. Their dialogue between each other was intense, sad, really intense, and I thought it was just perfect. Like, it was always, when it was them together, I was always glued to the screen. Like, I did not want to look away. Those plot and everything with them is one of the main reasons to see this movie. It's really interesting, and it's a very, very sad way that this movie concludes with that story, but I really liked how they did with that storyline. But overall, that was the best scenes in the entire movie. Everything else, the singing, the concerts, everything, they were enjoyable. The songs are catchy. I really liked the songs in this movie. And of course, the I Can Only Imagine song, me hearing it for the first time, I thought it was a great song. It was a really good song. I mean, everyone in the room really liked it because they all stood up and wanted to sing. Me over here with my Stranger Things on, just like, okay, I'm just gonna watch the movie now. And one person over here crying and hugging. I'm like, oh What am I supposed to do? But no, I thought the movie was really good. It was a really good story. It was funny at times. It was really sad at times. It had a good just storyline. And of course, it does have that Christian Jesus stuff with it. Which again, I'm not gonna get into it, but I don't hate that stuff. I don't love that stuff. I'm fine with it. It had a good message. I didn't really care for like the phone number at the very end of the movie where it's like, please call us. Like I didn't really care for that. But if I had any criticism, at the very beginning, the dialogue was very iffy, especially the acting from the little kids in the very beginning. They weren't the greatest actors, just saying. They weren't the really best actors. And the relationship between Bart and the girl in the very beginning was so quick, it was like, boom, they like each other. And like, okay, I'm not sure about this. I have to look this up. I might be wrong, but in the movie, the one kid says, come with me if you want to live. And it's set in 1985. The first Terminator came in 1984. That line didn't really get famous until Terminator 2 came in 91. So yeah, I mean, I know he says it in the first Terminator, but like how he said it in the second one is more famous than how he said it in the first one. Just saying. Overall, I can only imagine it was a good story with good acting from most parts of the kids. And it was a good Christian movie. Again, there's very in this movie, just the theater experience is a thing I'm not going to forget at all. I very much enjoyed this movie. It's a really emotional movie too. It's funny, it's sad, it's awesome. It's a good story though. It's good acting too. I'm going to give it a really, really low A-. I really did enjoy this movie, especially for a person who doesn't really see Christian movies. This was a really good one, and it did surprise a lot of people because it made like 17 million, and it's supposed to project like 2 million, so that's great for this movie. Good job, I can only imagine. Now give me Pacific Rim, please be good. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.